Few sessions ago, I spoke about the practice of forgiveness. It is there on my website, nadichikitsa.com/livestream. If you go there and watch the forgiveness program, you will get the entire practice of how to release all the emotions invested in your experience. When you do this practice, you would have let go of all the emotional baggage that you have been carrying so far, and that will free you from your past. That is another way of accepting responsibility. Responsibility simply means to own the present. Whatever you are today is simply a symptom of all that you programmed for yourself in the past. This brings us to the second point. What you think happens for real. All our thoughts are powerful. Who do you think you really are? Each one of us, in the core, without the attitudes that we are expressing, we are simply being God. Let me explain this to you. What does it mean to be God? To be God is to be all loving, all encompassing, all powerful, and all knowing. Well, our thoughts are all powerful. We are all inclusive. We are all knowing. The only thing that comes in the way between the all knowing that we are and the reality is our attitude. So our attitude essentially comprises of our actions, our thoughts, our behavior, our beliefs, and our actions. When they become repetitive, they become an attitude. They become powerful. Our actions become habitual. Our thoughts become habitual. Our feelings become habitual. Our vocabulary becomes habitual, and even our gestures become habitual. And these habits can prevent us from knowing who we really are. So the whole purpose of our life is to not be habitual, but to be real. Look at animals, for example. They are so real. They don't have any habits, but humans, we are creatures of habits. We need to brush our teeth. We need dentists. But animals have far healthier teeth. We need to take care of ourselves so much. When it rains, all animals are in joy. They are enjoying the rain. We are the only ones who need medication for the fevers that we believe rain causes. When we get a fever, we are constantly told that it is the weather, it is the virus. None of the animals get them. We can claim that they are wild, but we are the ones who separated ourselves from nature. No one forced us to. And we did this only by the power of our thinking. We began thinking. We have always been thinking. Unfortunately, we do not think what we need to. We think what we want to. And that alone makes the huge, vast difference between who we can be and who we choose to be. So what you think happens for real. I remember an experience when my wife and I, we were driving. I was driving the car and we were going to drop our daughter to the dance class. And we passed by a street which was fresh, where the street was being laid freshly. My wife looked at it and she said, the next thing that will happen is that some other department, probably the water department or the electricity department, will come and dig the street. And I asked her, why would you want to say this? Don't you realize your thoughts are all powerful? And she just kept quiet. An hour later, after our daughter's dance class was over, we came by the same street in our car to pick up our daughter. We had some vehicular traffic in front of us, and then at some moment my wife just covered her face. I suddenly wondered what had happened. I asked her, "Are you having a headache or what?" She said no. But then when the traffic cleared, we saw indeed the street was being dug. But we didn't know by which department. The point is, our thoughts are all powerful. No matter what you think, everything happens for the real. This is life, and all the power to live your life is already invested in you. So if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling angry, agitated, afraid, if you're feeling beaten, this moment you are responsible for your feelings. No one else's. Whatever happened in the past did happen. But today, all the feelings that you are carrying are because you choose to carry those feelings even today, long after what has transpired. So choose to change yourself. Choose to change by changing your thinking. That's the way to begin. So how do we change our thinking? This is very important. When we talk to kids, we always tell them what not to do. Try telling them what they must do. I remember an experience when I went with my parents to Badrinath, and we had the Alaknanda river flowing. My father told me, "We are too old to get into that water which is gushing. So I suggest that you take a vessel, fill it with water and bring it so that we can sprinkle the holy water on our heads." So I went with a vessel. In the southern part of India, we appreciate water, but in the northern part of India, they revere water, they worship water. So in the northern part of India, the custom is to first sprinkle water on your head and then set your foot in. In the southern part of India, we feel the coldness of water and then we set our foot in. So as I was descending and was about to set my foot in water, a boy, maybe half my age, told me, "We don't do like this." So I looked at him confused. I didn't understand. I heard him, but I did not understand. So I ignored him, and then I tried to set my foot in the water, and again he said in Hindi, "We don't do like this. Bhaiya, hum aise nahi karte. We don't do like this." I was startled and confused, and I didn't know what to do because there was no one approaching the water. I saw several people in the cold water, but no one approaching the water.